Good snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good!
Will be a swing by Kramer, kept alive by Jalbert. Lucas with the attack off the side of the block for the kill.
Gazette, he looks to go off guard, tucks back inside to the A gap, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Harrington, angle, off a touch, diving, Dunbar, holy cats, wow!
Starcevic in the shotgun, play action, looking for him, and has him down the field to his brother Starcevic for the touchdown. It's 31 yards. Jake.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to this audio-only edition of high school football on YourLiveEvent.com in Oaks. Temperatures hovering around 68 degrees. Beautiful, sunshiny evening here in Dickey County. I'm James Martins here with you on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all. Home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. IrieINS.com for a free quote today as the Oaks Tornadoes host the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. The Tornadoes, after dropping their first 3 of the year, have won back-to-back. The Burros have not been able to come up with a win since their opening week, as Hillsboro-Central Valley looks to use this place as inspiration to turn their season around in what head coach Pastor Joe Johnson calls the final 15 of the season. Wanted to make it a good last effort here, and we're happy to be along with you here again, our audio-only broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com. All the rest of the components still underway. We'll talk with both head coaches. Greg Dobitz from Oaks is on the way. And then, of course, Pastor Joe a little bit after that in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. But for now, much more coming on the Irie Insurance pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com. Region 1, Class A North Dakota football between Oaks and Hillsboro-Central Valley.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Hillsboro Schools has provided me with so many opportunities. Whether you're into sports, the arts, or any other activities, there's something for every student to get involved in, and the teachers are pretty cool. I'm Lex Ellingson, a senior at Hillsboro High School. My favorite thing at Hillsboro High School is hanging out with my teammates after school, because it's helped me grow as a person and have fun in my community. Find your favorite at Hillsboro-Central Valley Schools. This message is from Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews ahead of tonight's kickoff between the Oaks Tornadoes and the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. Chatting with the Oaks head football coach and Greg Dobitz. And Greg, first of all, thanks for the time. And I got to tell you, impressed by the run you guys have been on the last couple of games. A lot of teams go 0-3, and maybe they go by the wayside and they just have a rough rest of the season. But you guys found a way to turn it around. Why don't you give me some insight about how you turned the ship around?
Yeah, so I think we played a challenging schedule to start our season. Starting the season with Langdon. We also had a couple of injuries at the beginning of the season that didn't help against Langdon. First game of the season, lots of new kids starting, especially in our skill position spots, and just we struggled because of that. And then we lose a couple more games where we just can't put 4 quarters of good football together. We really examined as a coaching staff and how we were practicing and what we were doing and the results we were getting. And so we went back to work with a couple of things, and our kids really responded to those things, I feel like. And, we didn't make any changes necessarily in the starting lineup, but we are definitely emphasizing a couple of different things. And that has really made a significant difference in how we're playing both offensively and defensively. And we've been able to put a consistent 4 quarters together for 2 games in a row now. And we had spots where we played really tough against Edgeley, Ellendale, Cullum. We had a quarter where we played really well against Northern Cass, but we just couldn't get out of our own way and keep things from snowballing on us in those 2 games. And the last 2 games, we've been able to do the right things in those situations where in those first couple of games we weren't able to do that. So really a good testament to where we're at as a team right now and how our kids are performing and responding to what we're asking them to do.
And of course, Oaks traditionally a heavy run program. Of course, let it run the ball, play good defense, as with classic high school football. But you got to mix in the pass a little bit. And it was a rough start to the season, I'm sure, for Thorpe. Starting quarterback through just 25% approximately through the air. I feel like he's gotten a little more stable, and that's certainly been part of the turnaround.
Yeah, absolutely. He did not play well against Langdon, our first game of the year. Turned the ball over a couple of times. Just didn't make good decisions, and not all his fault. He was under pressure a little bit, and tough to find open guys against Langdon that first week, and but then really responded with a better game against EEK, and then didn't have the best game against Northern Cass, and lots of factors that play into that, and all they are reasons why he didn't play well, and we have to eliminate reasons, and so that's the business we're in as coaches, right? We're going to eliminate reasons why you're not playing well, and we're going to emphasize the things that you do well, and so we've made some really good decisions, and Bo has really started to play with a lot of confidence, and it's fun to see, like last week, I call a pass concept that's supposed to go to the field side, but he sees an advantage on the boundary side and checks a route to a fade to Reese Nitschke and throws that fade for a touchdown, 39-yard touchdown. And it's like, whoa, what are we doing here? And then, yeah, good. That's great. So he wouldn't have done that if he wasn't playing with a lot of confidence. So I like where we're at there. When your quarterback's playing with confidence and your receivers are feeling good about getting the football in their hands, that they're gonna work a little bit harder in the blocking game when we're running the football too. So we got to make those guys happy, and just really like where we're at.
Of course, this is the just the second game that we've had with you guys in your live event this year. Had your setback against Northern Cass. Tell us about your team a little bit more. Kind of some of the guys that maybe get a little overlooked, or some of the guys that have really impressed you and the rest of the coaching staff over the last few weeks.
Well, I think I got to start with our offensive line because they've been playing really well. The left tackle, Giles Meyer. Left guard is Max Klein. Our center position, we use J.J. Haygood. Deegan Rorick's our right guard, and then Eddie Garza is our right tackle. And they've been playing really well. They're really starting to feel how blocks are developing in front of them, and then their timing is getting really, really good on when they can let go of double teams to fall off onto a linebacker. And in pass protection, we've been solid all year. We actually gave up our first two. We had given up a sack in week 1, but it was a sack where Bo ran out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, and the offensive linemen were not very happy about that. But gave up 2 sacks last week. Those are the first 2 of the season, that true sacks. And so pass pro has been really good all year, and we feel comfortable where we're at there. But to begin the season, we struggled with knowing, IDing who we're supposed to block, and then how those double teams and those pulls come together. And we're just feeling really good about how they're playing. Jackson Sorum has come on as a tailback for us. With increased playing time, his vision is what sets him up to have success for us. He's got a good feel for how those blocks are developing in front of him, and then cutting and juking and jiving and running with some power for us there. Reese Nitschke, wide receiver, and Dylan Harris, wide receiver, also have really come on as Bo Thorpe's confidence has increased at the quarterback position. Defensively, Eddie Garza and Deegan Rorick have been playing really well the last couple of weeks on the edge for us defensively at the defensive end position. Max Klein is a guy in the middle where he's not the biggest guy. Man, he's strong and quick and always using his hands. And then just defensively, I feel really good about the way we're playing with confidence, defending the pass, which was our biggest weakness in weeks. So just feeling good about that.
You face the Hillsboro-Central Valley squad that would certainly like to kind of do what you guys did and flip the ship around a little bit, at least for the final few weeks of the season. Your thoughts on what you take away from the Burros?
Yeah, a challenging football program that's gonna come here looking to win a game. Like you said, they want to try to put 4 quarters together too, because they're in a very similar position that we've been in, and so our job. We talked about this last night with the kids. Our job is to make sure that we put up roadblocks that don't let them feel success early, that won't let them put those 4 quarters together, right? So how do we do that? Well, we start fast, be it offensively or defensively, right? You get the ball first, you want to go down and score. You don't get the ball, you want to get that stop, force the punt, force the turnover, make something good happen right away, and then just follow it up with more good things. And then Hillsboro's gonna feel like, oh no, it's happening again, and then more of those bad things could happen for us, good things for them, bad things. So we know that they're going to come in trying to run the football. I really like their offensive line. I don't know their names, but number 75 is a really good football player, offensively and defensively. Number 88 is going to present problems for us defensively. He gets after the passer. We got to do a really good job blocking them. Coverage wise, we know we're going to see some man, and so our kids got to win in space. If our kids can't win in space, then Bo's got nobody to throw the ball to. So, they're going to put pressure on us defensively by running the football. They got a bunch of skill kids that have seen time. It's just a matter of, okay, who are they going to rely on to run the football for them? We feel like their quarterback is just waiting for one good thing to happen, and then a whole bunch of good things might follow it up. So we need to do a good job of getting in his face defensively, keeping him in the pocket, because he's athletic enough to scramble around and get yards. I don't think he wants to be a runner necessarily. Like some quarterbacks, they want to get out of the pocket and run. He wants to get out of the pocket and create time for himself to make a throw. He wants to be a quarterback that throws the ball. So we want to keep him in the pocket and create pressure in his face. And we feel like if we can start fast, we're going to be in a good spot.
Greg, I'm sure part of the reason for the turnaround has been your ability to stay on your home field. You've had pretty much a month, a couple games in the past, and then this week and then next week where you're at home. That's got to feel good knowing that you can build this momentum where you guys feel most comfortable.
Absolutely. And we were really happy the way the schedule broke out for us this year. A couple of years ago, we kind of got the short end of the stick on the schedule wise. And it's those things always tend to come back around. And luckily this year they're coming back around. And yeah, we've got 2 more games at home. We play Hillsboro, Central Valley here at home. And then we got Central Cass at home. Only got to go on the road one more time all year. And hopefully, things go right and we can, sneak into the playoffs here. Then we got to go back on the road. But, at that point in time, it's just like, hey, we're happy to be here and anything can happen. But, yeah, we feel comfortable playing at home. Our kids, we have a routine that we follow pretty religiously here. And our kids like that. They like to hear the tornado siren going off when they're running on the field. And it's an exciting experience for them. And we have traditionally, since I've been the head coach here, we have played extremely well at home. We defend our home turf pretty well, and we're going to continue to try to do that.
About the only time you want to hear a tornado siren.
Yeah, exactly.
Greg, anything else you want to mention here in the pregame?
I don't think so, no.
Greg Dobitz, head coach from the Oaks Tornadoes, joining us here in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garsky. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Cutting Edge Ag connects your operation with first-hand expertise and industry-best precision ag technology from Ag Leader. We've simplified precision farming with powerful tools to maximize profit opportunities like never before. No matter the size of your farm or the complexity of your field activities, Cutting Edge Ag is your local partner for a more profitable future. Unlock a new era of farming success with Ag Leader and Cutting Edge Ag.
Under Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews ahead of the kickoff between the Oaks Tornadoes and the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros on football Friday night. Chatting with the head coach of the Burros here in Pastor Joe Johnson. And Joe, of course, you're in a location that has proven themselves to be a stout football program in Oaks. And they were able to turn their season around a few weeks ago after getting off to a rough start. I imagine you're hoping they can do the same thing for you guys.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Oaks off to a slow start this year, but then on a 3-game winning streak and beating good teams, playing good football in the process. And you said it, James, that they've put together a good program, and that's not surprising that Greg has those guys playing well. They replaced a lot of players. They graduated a lot last year, and they're finding their groove, and we're hoping and expecting to do exactly the same thing. And we're coming off of obviously some hard losses, a stretch of playing some really good football teams, and we're getting a couple of guys back from injury, which has been, we got bit by the injury bug in a serious way this year, and getting a few of those guys back, and so hope to put together a good game and get in the win column.
Of course, it's no secret that it's been a tough year for you guys. It just seems like Murphy's Law. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong with the injuries and the last-second setbacks and just things here and things there, setbacks, the turnovers, and whatever you want to call it. But what I noticed there here at practice is the kids are still having fun. They're still finding ways to enjoy themselves and just try and stay in that moment.
Yeah, so one of the values that we have in our program is resiliency and positivity. And it's tough, like you say, after a couple of tough losses. You're naming a couple of them, certainly challenges with injuries and have had a couple of last second mishaps, and then obviously we've competed in games and then gave up big plays, and that can be demoralizing to say the least. And I'm proud of our guys for bouncing back again. That perseverance and resiliency that they're showing. This isn't a team that's rolling over. In fact, the opposite. Going into what we're calling the final 15, because we're the final 15 minutes of a workday. We're entering into that kind of last chapter of the season, and focusing on finishing strong and playing our best football at the end of the year. And even though these losses and injuries have been difficult, we're trying to not let that define who we are as a football team.
What do you notice specifically about Oaks and kind of some of the matchups you hope to win in the game?
Yeah, so obviously we're focused on the things that we do in terms of winning turnovers and winning penalties, keeping penalties to a minimum. They're a good football team, and they're versatile, and just like you said, a wrestling town, and they've put together a solid football program, and they play hard. That front five isn't as big as some of those fronts that we've played against this year. But they play hard and tenacious. They pull a lot in their running plays, and that's typical of Oaks, is that power football that.
Good snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is.
Under Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews ahead of the kickoff between the Oaks Tornadoes and the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros on football Friday night. Chatting with
We've competed in games and then gave up big plays, and that can be demoralizing to say the least. And I'm proud of our guys for bouncing back again. That perseverance and resiliency that they're showing. This isn't a team that's rolling over. In fact, the opposite. Going into what we're calling the final 15, because we're the final 15 minutes of a workday. We're entering into that kind of last chapter of the season, and focusing on finishing strong and playing our best football at the end of the year. And even though these losses and injuries have been difficult, we're trying to not let that define who we are as a football team.
What do you notice specifically about Oaks and kind of some of the matchups you hope to win in the game?
Yeah, so obviously we're focused on the things that we do in terms of winning turnovers and winning penalties, keeping penalties to a minimum. They're a good football team, and they're versatile. And just like you said, a wrestling town, and they've put together a solid football program, and they play hard. That front five isn't as big as some of those fronts that we've played against this year. But they play hard and tenacious. They pull a lot in their running plays, and that's typical of Oaks, is that power football that they run. But they're also able to stretch the field, and you see that in their passing yards, and they stretch the field and have a good passing game as well. So we're preparing for that, and we know them and have good film on them, all of those things, and preparing accordingly.
When talking with Oaks head coach Greg Dobitz, he really highlighted your line. He said they've got a really outstanding line offensively and defensively, and I feel like that's been a consistent piece to maybe keep you guys in these games, at least at some point.
Yeah, and that's playing a lot of guys at positions that they haven't played before. And so we've been moving, between fullback and guard. We've been moving between center and guard, and consistent at those tackles with Brody Dickoff and Jack Matson. John Matson's been consistent up there on that line of scrimmage, whether he's at guard or center. And the willingness for these guys to step in and play where they have to contribute and to make our team better, I just can't say enough good things about. And Braden Chenault, of course, one that's moving back and forth between fullback and guard, and then with Alan Mucher and Fernando Rios stepping up and making plays on that line of scrimmage. We're proud of those guys. On the defensive side, Bryce Miller, who bounces back and forth between linebacker and defensive end, and moving Jack Matson around a little bit so that we give some different looks so that it's a little harder to block them. They have been doing a good job and have kept us in games, and proud of those guys for doing it.
Of course, we mentioned the line, also skill positions, guys moving in and out, playing different positions. I believe the quarterback position as well at times this season. What else do you want to mention about the progression of where we are at this point?
Yeah, it's not like in high school football that teams have the depth, and that includes us, where one guy gets hurt and it's just the next man up. What tends to happen is we're moving somebody from another position to play that position, and now we're trying to fill the position that was just vacated. You mentioned quarterback, and so when Tyson Leshek, our quarterback, was concussed, we moved Wyatt Johnson from wide receiver to quarterback, and then Bryce steps up into that wide receiver role, and so then we just move right down the depth charts from there. On the defensive side of things, we've got Ben Thompson back this week, fullback and middle linebacker. But last week when he was concussed, then we move Carson Cassette from cornerback to middle linebacker, and then we're moving our free safety Isaac Thompson to cornerback, and then moving Tyson Leshek into free safety. So it's not as simple as we just replace that one guy. We're actually replacing sometimes 3 or 4 different positions because of one injury. And then when you add up all of those injuries, there's just been a lot of shuffling around of players, and they've done a good job of being attentive in practice, learning. Even the guys who are injured and on the sidelines, paying attention and learning, still finding ways to get better even when they can't be on the field. That's made those transitions when those players come back again that much better, because they're prepared, because they've been paying attention, spending time in the film room and paying attention to film, learning both what we're doing but also those scouting reports and learning what other teams are doing has made it possible to try to compete.
Joe, anything else you want to mention here in the pregame?
Just that it's Friday Night Lights. We've got something special that's happening here. And like I say, the losses are tough. The injuries are tough, but we're not letting that define what high school football is. It doesn't define who we are as Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. But really what defines us is integrity and perseverance, and we're going to get after it. And we're not going to roll over. And until that final whistle blows, we're going to keep playing hard.
Pastor Joe Johnson, head coach of the Hillsboro-Central Valley football team, joining us here on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you much.
Dagelman Industries is proud to manufacture tough, high-performance equipment right here in North Dakota. From our industry-defining Pro-Till high-speed discs, bulletproof bulldozer blades, and our robust, heavy-duty land rollers, we focus on support and make the experience of owning a Dagelman unlike any other. Dagelman, engineered tough in North Dakota.
Back here to Oaks and Tornado Alley, Cummings Field. James Martin's hanging out with you here. Again, those previously were our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. My apologies for the slight technical difficulty in the middle. We got that straightened away, and we're back underway here at yourliveevent.com. Audio-only broadcast between the Burros and the Oaks Tornadoes. Time for our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grow our own. CrystalSugar.com. We'll start with the Burros on defense. A junior defensive tackle, number 75, Jack Matson. Junior defensive tackle, number 52, John Matson. Sophomore defensive end, number 88, Bryce Miller. Senior defensive end, number 9, Ben McRitchie. A senior linebacker, number 42, Ben Thompson. Sophomore linebacker, number 11, Griffin Mitzel. Junior linebacker, number 50, Braden Chenault. And the defensive backs, a junior, number 4, Carson Cazette, and the senior, number 2, Isaac Thompson. Strong safety, senior, number 5, Wyatt Johnson. And the junior free safety, number 15, Ty Leshik. Starters, Fred Coach Joe Johnson, assisted by Gary Suker, Trevor Kittleson, Nick Preston, Andrew Grothman, Brian Shates, and Sam Rieger. And the starters here for Greg Dobitz and the Oaks Tornadoes. Again, starting on offense there for the Tornadoes. It's quarterback Bo Thorpe, running back Carter Potasic, running back Brayson Sagert, wide receiver Chris Titus, and wide receiver Dylan Harris, tight end Zane Awinder, left tackle Giles Meyer, left guard Max Klein, center J.J. Haygood, right guard Deegan Rorick, and the right tackle Eddie Garza. That's the starters there for Greg Dobitz. He's assisted by Hunter Greenmeyer, Sean Karajan, Nolan Peterson, and Mark Sayer. That's American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups on yourliveevent.com. We go right into the kickoff, and we're underway here as the Tornadoes get the return first to the 20, to the 25, and out to the 30-yard line. Nice return there out of the gate there by Reese Nitschke, the sophomore. We'll take it down to the 30. And that's where we begin here on a 1st and 10. For the Oaks Tornadoes, winners of the last two. Get over Thompson and Lisbon. Move the ball up officially to the 31 here for Oaks. On a 1st and 10. And they're starting quarterback Bo Thorpe. First game, 25% pass completion. Since then, he's hovered around the 50% mark, exactly where you want to be. There's a pitch out to the right-hand side, out to about the 35 goes Chris Titus. Titus with a gain of about 4 or 5. It's out to the 35-yard line. It is a gain of 4. It'll be a 2nd and 6 here. As again, Titus with the first carry of the ball game. On our Golden Harvest Jim Cazette seed sales scoreboard. See who gets on the board here first. Thorpe back to pass out of the backfield. Got his man on the left-hand side. Out across the 40 to the 41. As Wyatt Johnson makes the stop for the Burros. It will be a 1st down on the catch there by Landon Titus, I believe. Landon Titus there with the gain of 6. Good enough for a first down to the 41. Oaks taking their time here. First and 10 on their own 41 on the left hash. They're going left to right in the black jerseys, black helmets, orange O lettering. It was toting the ball there for the Tornadoes. That's Carter Potasic gets his first carry of the ball game. Picks up a gain of, we'll call it 3, to the 44. Second and 7 there for the Tornadoes. 10:28 and counting here into the opening quarter. Tornadoes getting the ball to start here in the opening half. They do occupy currently the fourth and final spot in the Region 1 standings. Nearly picked, it is caught out on the far side and wrapped up. A missed opportunity there for Griffin Mitzel. Ball went through his hands. Isaac Thompson will finish the job, but a great catch out on the outside. I believe that is Titus again. Out on the outside, and it's his second catch of the game. There for Chris Titus. That one goes across midfield to the 43 of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Mark it at the 42, rather. Handoff up the middle, and room to run as the Tornadoes keep grinding ahead here. It's Jackson Sorum. First carry of the ball game. Out across the 35. Out to the 33. Be a second down and 1 here for the Tornadoes. Back to pass. Looking, chucking over the middle, got his man. Nice tackle. Nitschke with the catch, and the tackle laid out there by Ty Leshik from the safety spot. Moves the ball up from the 33 up to the 23. Gain of 10 on the catch by Nitschke. And the Tornadoes in the I formation. They'll hand it off up the middle and wrapped up not for much. Under 9 minutes to go here in the opening quarter on the Golden Harvest Tim Cozette Seed Sales scoreboard. Carry this time is Potasic. Potasic will pick up 4 yards to the 19. He's got 7 yards on the game so far, as this is the 8th play of the drive there for the Tornadoes. 4 runs, 3 passes. As staying steady there in the I formation. There's the handoff to Potasic. He's wrapped up in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Great tackle by Braden Chenault. Stop there. Move back to the 20. Loss of a yard, at least 1, could be 2. They're on the right hash mark on the Hillsboro-Central Valley 21. Under 8 minutes to remaining here into this opening quarter. Oaks has controlled the momentum from the start, but they're definitely taking their time here. They'll say no gain on the play. Back in the 19, it's a 3rd and 6. 9th play of the drive coming up here. 3 left, 1 right for Thorpe in the gun. Takes the snap, looking right, makes the catch, and slithers near and across. A first down marker. Brought down to the end by Isaac Thompson. I'll move the ball inside the 10. And drop it there at about the 6. So first and goal there. Catch of 13. I believe for Awender. Handoff, taking down Chenault with another great tackle. After no gain on the play, it'll be 2nd and goal. Already nearly halfway through this opening quarter on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sale scoreboard. High formation, a loss of 3 there for Dylan Harris, the ball carrier. Thorpe out to pass, out to the right-hand side. Nearly an excellent catch going down, but just went through his fingertips. That's the first incompletion of the game for Thorpe. And first time they've had back-to-back negative or no plays. And so it's going to be a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal there from the 9. High formation once again for the Tornadoes. 2 right, 1 left. Thorpe under center, man in motion, comes right to left. Pitch out to the left-hand side. I believe that's Titus. He finds his way towards the end zone. Touchdown, Oaks. Titus with the score from 9 yards out. And it is 6-0 Oaks. Titus finishing the job there. A couple of carries for 13 yards and a touchdown. Looks like they'll go for 2 here. This is a 11 play, or excuse me, extra point. Extra point coming up. Bo Thorpe will kick as well. Quarterback and the kicker. Snaps and a fake. Toss to the end zone. It's caught. A fake extra point turns into a 2-point conversion. Potasic calls in the 2-point conversion. And just like that, Oaks with the early 8-0 lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales scoreboard.
There was an idea
to bring together a group of remarkable people.
So when they needed us, the call is answered.
We need to get the right protection to as many people as we can.
We need to protect as many as we can.
We will.
We don't give up. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IREinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Back for the kickoff here. The Oaks Tornadoes strike first, 6-0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sale scoreboard. Back to receive the kick there for the Burros. And down at about the 25 on the return there by Bryce Miller. The sophomore takes it up to the, I believe the 25 or close to there. Burrows going right to left on your screen. Again, this audio-only broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin's with you from Tornado Alley, Cummings Field in Oaks. Burrows in those white jerseys, blue pants, blue numbers, and the white helmets. They will mark it indeed at the 25. As Ty Leshik been banged around a little bit this season with some injuries, as has a lot of this team. The Burrows with the option out to the left-hand side, and a tackle there for no gain. After Cazette, Carson Cazette got the first carry of the ball game for the Burros. Takes it down again for no gain to the 25. Brings up 2nd and 10. For Hillsboro-Central Valley, again, they're looking for their first win in region play. Their only win of the season came against Grafton. Since then, some unfortunate circumstances, injuries, last-second Hail Marys going against them. They've dropped 5 straight. Handoff up the gut. Nice carry there. That's Up the middle there for Ben Thompson. Thompson with the carry. Up across the 25, out to about the 29. Be a 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7, actually, at the 28. 3 yards and a cloud of dust for Thompson. Leshik under center. Back to pass. Man separation. Miller wide open, and he dropped it at the 40. Miller had it right in his fingertips, and he couldn't haul it in. If you were watching the Thursday night football game last night between the Falcons and the Buccaneers, it's like Darnell Mooney last night. 4th quarter, hands right in his breadbasket and dropped it. Couple of drops early, one from each team, and so it's a 4th down. Punt unit comes out. There for the Burros. Back to punt. I believe that's Dickoff, and he dropped it. High snap, couldn't corral it, and the ball goes to Oaks on the muffed punt. Eddie Garza with the fumble recovery there for the Tornadoes, and Oaks is back in business. Ball is spotted on the Hillsboro-Central Valley 19. 5:18 to go in this opening half. The start Hillsboro-Central Valley fans did not want, as Thorpe, naked bootleg out to the left, toss it towards the end zone, way left. It's incomplete. Makes it a 2nd and 10. This is the 2nd incompletion thrown by Bo Thorpe tonight, as he's been 5 of 7 for 45 yards. A 2-point conversion thrown. He's not had a design rush yet tonight. The Burros again with the ball left to right. Black jerseys, orange numbers, black helmets with the orange. Ball spotted on the right hash. Hillsboro-Central Valley there, defending their end zone. Thorpe takes the snap, handoff, but Tasic lost the ball. He got right back on it for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10. After the turnover, the Tornadoes right now unable to do much with it. Still got a couple of opportunities here down in the red zone for the 2nd straight possession. Again, Oaks struggling out of the gates, falling to Langdon area, Edmore Munich, and Ellen Deletchley Cullum, and Northern Cass. That's their big loss on the year before wins over Thompson and Lisbon. Thorpe back to pass. He's got his man out in the flat, dropped it, never corralled it. Pressure was coming there from Hillsboro-Central Valley's Ben McRitchie to force Thorpe to get rid of the ball early. And with that, it turns out to be a 4th and 10. Again, one incompletion. Thorpe made his, in the first drive, Thorpe made his first 4 passes. Since then, he's 1 for 4 for 2 yards. Thorpe is a kicker, or he lined up for it anyway, in that fake extra point, 2-point conversion, but they'll go for it here on 4th and 10. Thorpe in the gun, back to pass, chucks it. It's incomplete, flows right through the hands of his intended receiver out there. I believe that was Potasic. It's 3 straight incompletions now for Thorpe, and the Burros dodge a bullet, as that's a 4 and out. So the Burros will take over back where they lost the ball back at their 19. With 4:24 remaining here in this opening quarter. Again, 8-0 Oaks on a 11-play, 69-yard drive, taking about 5 minutes, 16 seconds off the clock, ending in a Chris Titus 9-yard touchdown rush and a Potasic 2-point conversion catch. It's a handoff. Leshik will give it up the middle. Goes Cazette. Cazette up across the 20, a gain of a few. Be 2nd and manageable here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. With a loss tonight, the Burros will be officially eliminated from playoff contention. By the way, there is one team in Class A that's clinched a playoff spot. That is Velva. Velva, Drake Animus Garrison. They are the only team into the postseason so far. We'll have a lot more clinch tonight. 2-yard gain for Cassette. 2nd and 8 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 2 left and 2 right. As Thompson stays in the gun there with Leshik. Ben Thompson, that is. Man in motion. I believe that's McRitchie. Handoff up the middle, and some room to run. Room to run for Thompson. Sidearms a couple of Oaks Tornado tacklers across the 35, and that's a nice boost there for the Burros. They'll spot it there at the 36. Pickup of 15 on the run from Thompson. First down of the game for Hillsboro-Central Valley. So they're looking to keep this momentum going here. 2 out to the left in the I formation there for Leshik. As Cassette dots the I, it's an inside handoff to Thompson. Thompson to the left-hand side, and he's taken down. In on the stop there are Potasic and as well Case Awender. And ball moved up to the left hash, 37-yard line. Thompson with another nice gain, or with a nice gain of 1. Any gain is a nice gain, I guess you could say. 3 carries, 20 yards for Ben Thompson. 2nd and 9 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Down 8-0 here on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard. It's a pitch. Thompson again. He's the bell cow right now for the Burros. He takes it across the 40. A lot of running east to west, not a lot north to south. So just a few yards on that one, but it is productive. Takes it across the 40 to the 41, and it brings up a 3rd and 5. As Leshik has thrown just 1 pass. Again, it was a dime to Miller streaking down the sidelines, and Miller comes in off the sidelines, maybe for a little redemption here. 5th play of the drive for Hillsboro-Central Valley here. They have 1 first down. 0 for 1 on 3rd down today. 1 right, 1 left, 2 in the gun with Leshik. Takes the snap, back to pass. Pressure coming. Leshik steps up, tosses it down the field in a triple coverage. Incomplete. He was looking for McRitchie. McRitchie was absolutely blanketed. I think Oaks knew a pass play was coming, and Hillsboro-Central Valley delivered on that look. It's an incomplete pass, and that stalls the drive. A little bit more movement for the Burros that time around, but still can't get past midfield. So we'll see what the Burros here and on their side of no man's land. After a muff punt the last time, they'll try it again here with Dickoff. Returner for Oaks standing back at his own 25. As there's the snap, it's clean this time. Dickoff is going to get it off. Nice high booming punt. Not much of a return, and it takes a Hillsboro-Central Valley bounce all the way back to the 17. Great punt there by Dickoff. A net punt of 42 yards. And Oaks takes over here, 1:34 to go in the opening quarter on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard. Fast-moving first quarter, touchdown, muff snap, turnover on downs, and punt. And it's the worst starting field position for either team. Oaks, their average starting field position, doing the quick math here, has been about their 40-yard line. So, got some work to do here, but they get a near first down, taking it to the 26. On a carry, I believe, by Potasic. It's Titus, excuse me. Titus with a carry for 9. Or, excuse me, they moved it back a little bit to the 25, so it's a carry of 8. 2nd and a short 2. For the Oaks Tornadoes, back in business, left to right in the black jerseys, black helmets. 2 left, 1 right. Takes the snap, it's a handoff up the middle. Titus again, and his swift feet take him across the 35 to the 39. Excuse me, that's Sorum up the middle there. With a gain of 14. Sorum with his second carry of the game. He's got 2 carries, 23 yards as Oaks picks up a first down in the waning seconds of this opening quarter. Time for one more play, barring a penalty, which we have had none so far tonight. No penalties, no injuries, really no stoppages. Guys aren't even running out of bounds. There's a handoff and met right there at the line of scrimmage. Great tackle there for Dickoff. No gain on the play. Makes it a 3rd and 1. And Oaks looks to be content to run this first quarter clock to its completion. On the Golden Harvest Tim Cozzette seed sale scoreboard, the Oaks Tornadoes with an opening drive touchdown lead the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros 8-0. Second quarter next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey there, we're here
to invite you
to join First Community Credit Union.
FCCU is the proud partner of the University of North Dakota Athletics.
FCCU is here to coach you
through every financial play.
No turnovers.
Only buckets.
When you join FCCU,
you get the full UND experience. Enjoy our exclusive
UND credit and debit cards.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Back for the second quarter on YourLiveEvent.com. This audio-only broadcast, Hillsboro-Central Valley and Oaks here in Oaks. James Martins hanging out with you here on this beautiful Friday night, football Friday night. Temperature's starting to decrease, but the wind is as well. Really calm, really peaceful, great sunset, really nice night. Wish you could see it here in Oaks. 3rd and 1 for the Tornadoes, and they will get the first down on a second effort. Up the middle, across the 45 on the carry there. See who took it out of the pile. Sorum with another carry. Oh, thought that was a 3rd and 1. Must have been off there on, now it is a 3rd and 1, and we get our first penalty of the game. Was a gain of 9 for Sorum out to the 48. And we get a defensive offsides. So our first penalty of the contest against Hillsboro-Central Valley moves the ball across midfield to the HCV 47. Again, Sorum with another run of 9 yards, 3 carries for 42 yards. As the Tornadoes move the ball here efficiently, 11.5 to go here in this opening half. I formation. Jet sweep out on the far side. I believe that's Titus. He's upended at the 35. And he's able to get across there, and he's a little slow to get up. That tackle might have dinged his knee a little bit. Move the ball up to, again, the Hillsboro-Central Valley 33, rather, for a pickup of 14. Titus now 4 carries for 35 yards and a touchdown. High formation, blitz showed. It's a handoff up the middle. Stuffage, but not before some extra yardage across the 30 to about the 28. Sager on the carry for the Tornadoes for a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. And it looks like we have lost our feed on our scoreboard, so keep you updated. There it comes. Keep you updated on that here. 3rd and 5. Ball looks to be a little bit ahead of where the scoreboard marks to the 29. A fumble, and it's still on the ground. The Burros recover. A promising drive for Oaks. comes up empty on a fumble. Didn't exactly see who recovered that fumble for Hillsboro-Central Valley. But the Burros pick it up here. We have 10:35 to go here in this opening half. Ball spotted at their own 25. The Burros averaging starting field position has been about their 23. Leshik hands off. Kazette up the middle, churning the legs for a few more, or a couple more at least, out towards the 29. Kazette takes it 4 yards again to the 29. Burros got one first down in their last possession. That's the only first down they've gotten tonight. But Oaks has shot themselves in the foot twice, unable to convert on a golden opportunity in the Burro red zone on the previous possession, the one before the fumble, and then, of course, fumbling it, giving the ball back to Hillsboro-Central Valley. It's a handoff up the middle, gets to the second level, across the 30, out to near the 34. Thompson with the call, and it's going to be a couple yards shy of a first down. Makes it to the 33. Third down and a short 3. Here for Hillsboro-Central Valley, going left to right of the white jerseys, white helmets, the blue Burro logo, blue pants, blue numbers. Ball spotted on the left hash, one to the left, one to the right in the I formation here. It's an inside handoff. Thompson gets the call. He's going to be close. I don't know that he's quite got it. He spotted the ball there at the 33, and he did pick up the first down. They'll move the ball to the 36, into the 35, so he does ball forward enough for a gain of 3 more. Ben Thompson, good to see him back this week. Having a nice start to the night. Come down 6 carries for 31 yards. It's Hillsboro-Central Valley, their second first down of the game. They'll move those chains and get up to their own 36. Sign formation, Leshik takes the snap, rolling to his left, runs into a wall and just trying to kind of crowd surf his way around the Oaks defense. He is able to get a couple yards, maybe 1 yard, and they'll give him actually no yards, maybe half a yard. Ball still out at the 36 for Leshik. Second and a long 9 with 8.5 to go here in the opening half on the Golden Harvest Tim Cozette Seed Sales scoreboard. High formation here for the Burros, trying to pull the upset here. Pressure coming, and pass out in the flat. McRitchie's got it to the 40, lowers the shoulder to the 45. Ben McRitchie, first catch of the game for Hillsboro-Central Valley. McRitchie will get one more across the 45 to the 46. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And Leshik was 0 for 2 previously. The Burros gradually gaining momentum. First series, a 3 and out and a muffed punt. Second series, a first down and a really good punt. And now this drive, 2 first downs, and they're nearing the 50. Leshik in the gun, takes the snap, rolls to his left on the option, pitches it out to Thompson. Thompson hustling, hurdling a guy to the 50 and across. Not much of a hurdle, kind of just a little leap. But he's able to sidestep a defender to get a gain of 6 out to the 48. First time the Burros have been in Oaks territory tonight. As Thompson picks up, again, 6 more. Left hash here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. One to the right, one to the left. Leshik in the I formation. 7:45 remaining here in the opening half. This critical Region 1 contest. Handoff, Cozette. About the 46. Gain of 2. Brings up a third and a couple. Cozette 4 carries, 8 yards. Again, Thompson with 7 carries, for 37. And McRitchie with the catch for 10. That's been the offense tonight for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Big 3rd and 2. Need the 44 for a first down. Cassette dots the I. Could be an inside handoff here to Thompson. That's been the MO tonight. They will do the same. And at least a yard, close to another Burrow first down. Of course, you're going for it at this rate if you're short by a yard. And I think they got it. I'm going to check here. Might bring in the chains. Needed the 44. They're right on the 44. And we're going to bring them out. So a gain of at least a yard and a half for Ben Thompson. I'll round up and give him 2 on that carry. Just one gain of more than 6 yards tonight for Hillsboro-Central Valley on the ground. Of course, McRitchie's catch was for 10. It'll either be the third first down or the fourth first down of the drive, or it'll be 4th and inches. So measuring here right now. And indication looks like they got enough, and they do. First down, Hillsboro-Central Valley. 6:38 remaining in the opening half. The Burros getting something going, trying to turn that Oaks Tornado fumble into a touchdown. The Burros, they've struggled over the last few weeks. They've scored 27 points combined in the last 3 games. A couple of touchdowns against EEK, a couple against Central Cass, but the games were largely over by that point. Been the tightest game they've had since Thompson, really, in their homecoming match. Pitch to Cassette. He's wrapped up. Good tackle out there for Oaks. I believe that was there for the Tornadoes. Deegan Rorick, yep. Rorick on the stop there. Moves the ball back to the 45. A loss of a yard for Cassette. Brings up 2nd and 11. Halfway through this second quarter, this fast-moving first half, Hillsboro-Central Valley trying to cut into the lead. Cassette cuts into the Oaks defense, and he's wrangled down across the 45, near the 41, 42. And this will be the 11th play of the drive coming up for Hillsboro-Central Valley. They'll mark it, I believe, at that 41. Gain of 4 for number 4, Cassette. He's not had more yards on a single play than his jersey number tonight. 6 carries, a couple of 4-yard gains, a couple of 2-yard gains, and a -1. 3rd and 7 here for the Burros on the Oaks 41. Got to think this is 2 downs to get 7 yards. Leshik rolls to his left, looking, scampering, trying to avoid the defense. He curls around, he steps out of bounds at about the 39. So he gets a couple, makes this a 4th and moderate. First positive gain of the night for Ty Leshik on the ground. Me 4th and a long 4 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Ball kind of right in front of the 39, about the 38 and a half. Big 4th down here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. High formation once again. 1 left, 1 right. Miller is right, and Leshik tosses towards the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Isaac Thompson. And a long drive comes up empty. 12 plays. But turns into a turnover on downs off Leshik's incompletion. 1 for 4 tonight, Leshik for 10 yards. But the Burros eat up a lot of clock there. They will get the ball, by the way, to start the second half. So got to play good defense here. Go into the half down 8. You like the feeling against this really momentous Oaks Tornado squad, who right now holds the 4th place spot in the Region 1 standings. Back to pass, Bo Thorpe back at it for the Tornadoes. Nice pass, breaks the tackle, and he's off to the races. Broken tackle, trying to chase him down is Thompson. He can't get there in time. Touchdown, I believe that's Titus. Excuse me, it's Dylan Harris for his first score of the game. And that's a backbreaker for the Burros. That one goes 61 yards for the score. Corzette couldn't get the tackle as Harris went through a couple of other defenders. And the extra point by Thorpe. Snap, spot, block. I think he might have been early, but they say he was on time. So extra point is block. And so that makes the score here 14-0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Corzette Seed Sale scoreboard. Oaks with the lead.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
4:56 remaining here in the opening half on the Golden Harvest Tim Corzette Seed Sale scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley trails 14-0 after a 61-yard touchdown catch for Oaks. A connection from Bo Thorpe to Dylan Harris. Harris broke a tackle or two, outran Isaac Thompson to the end zone. And just like that, it was all the momentum was on Hillsboro-Central Valley after that fumble. They took the ball down to the 39, could go no further. Oaks in one play picks up a touchdown. Squib kick up into the air, chance to receive it. Corzette takes a hard hit as he's sliding down. That could have been a penalty for a late hit, but it's kind of bang-bang. Nice recovery there on the hands team. Hillsboro-Central Valley's Brody Rugness able to haul it in, pick it up. And so the Burros with their best starting field position of the game. 4:56 remaining here in this opening half on their own 36. So Leshik and the Burros, they were able to do something the last series. We'll see what they can do this time. It's a pitch out to Corzette, and he gets nothing. No gain on the play for Carson Corzette. Brings up a second and a long 10. So the Burros really need to, if they can pick something up on this possession, again, they'll get the ball to start the second half. They'll be in good shape to claw their way back into this one. Burros in the white jerseys, blue pants, white helmets, going left to right. Two left, two right. McRitchie, far left. It's the only Burro with a catch tonight. Man in motion. It's a pitch. And up the field for nothing. That time, Griffin Mitzel. Mitzel with the carry. Schmitz on the tackle. It's going to be a loss of 2 back to the 34. And it'll be a 3rd and long. And the Tornadoes with a win, they'll stay in 4th place spot in the Region 1 standings with a couple of weeks left to go. 2 left, 1 right here on this 3rd and long for the Burros. Pressure coming. Leshik looking, time to throw, chucks it down the field, got a man sliding. Did he catch it? No, hit the ground right in front of him. Good play there. The pass is incomplete. Elijah Smallbeck, the senior, dove to get that one and couldn't come up with it. And the Burros with a 3 and out, forced to punt it away. Two Tornadoes back to receive inside their own 35. As Dickoff will go to his own 20 to punt this one away. And there's a snap. And the pooch. And that'll take a Burro roll. One hop into the awaiting arms of one of the Tornado returners out to the 45. I believe that is Titus. Chris Titus had a nice game. Out across the 45 to the 48. 3:15 remaining here in the opening half. Oaks with their 5th possession of the ball game. 2 touchdowns, a fumble, and a turnover on downs. Their night tonight, Hillsboro-Central Valley. Muff snap, punt, turnover on downs, and a punt. Pitch, I believe this is Titus, up the field to the second level, and into Borough territory across the 45. Titus gets the ball up to the 43, 44. Gain of 8 for Chris Titus. And the bell cow so far in this opening half. He does have the opening touchdown as well. Ball spotted on the right hash. Again, Oaks moving right to left on your screen. Black jerseys, black helmets, black pants, orange numbers. 2.5 remaining, leading 14-0. Titus in a lot of space, surrounded by Burrows. He heads up to the 26-yard line. And it'll be again a first down. First down there for the Tornadoes. Zaid Heyer with the catch, like the second catch of the night. Nice gain all the way up to the 26 for a pickup of 18. Handoff, and nothing doing there. Thompson is helping in on the stop there for the Burros. Heyer with, by the way, 2 big catches tonight. 13 and 18, 2 catches, 31 yards. Second and long there as that ball moves back to the 27th. 2nd and 11. As back to pass, Thorpe steps up into the pocket, chucks it downfield. It's incomplete. A lot of coverage by Cassette. Kind of incidental contact there between Cassette and Harris, the touchdown receiver. Makes it 3rd and long. This kind of happened the last time, or on one of the previous drives, I should say, for Oaks. They were able to get it down and into the Borough red zone at the 19. Couldn't do anything with it on 4 plays. Do not want to see this one stalled here and get the ball back to the Burros. By the way, we've had no timeouts taken yet. No team has taken their timeouts. 3 left, 1 right. Thorpe back to pass. Looking down the field. It's intercepted. Picked off there for Griffin Mitzel. Mitzel with the interception. Older brother would be proud of that one. And that gives the ball back to the Burros. They are ahead in the true turnover margin. An interception and a fumble recovery. They're ahead 2-1 with that muffed fumble off the punt off the first drive. So the Burros get the ball back. 1st and 10 of their own 17 with $1:18 to go in the first half and all 3 of their timeouts. They hand it off to Thompson. This one's coming back. Flag comes out of the backfield. 9 times out of 10, that's holding. As it is, that is the case. Should be depending upon where it was, probably half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. It's the second penalty of the game, both called against Hillsboro-Central Valley. Had a defensive offside earlier. It will be 10 yards as it's from the 21. So send the ball back to the 11. On the penalty, it'll officially be a loss of 6. It'll be 1st and 16. Back on their own 11 with 1:11 to go in the opening half. Oaks still, again, with all 3 timeouts. Hillsboro-Central Valley, all three of theirs as well. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. And nice gain by Carson Kazette, his largest gain of the game. We do get a timeout, I believe, called by Oaks. Oaks calls their first timeout. That one does go to the 18. Pickup of 7 for Kazette. And again, we'll have a timeout here. 1:06 to go in the opening half. Burrows with the ball, down 14-0.
It's that time of year again. Time to kick off another exciting and fun-filled school year. Everyone at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead hope we all can join together and make it a successful and safe school year. If you're driving near school buildings, at school bus stops, please watch carefully for children. Welcome back, students, teachers, staff, and administration from Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life.
And we're coming out of this Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Brad Richter, Sales Associate Nick Preston, timeout for all your insurance questions. See Trail County's Agents with Answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. It'll be a first down. It'll be a second down. It is a second down. We'll update our scoreboard. It looks like they're a little bit behind on the scoreboard here at Oaks. It is a second down and looks like 9 on the 18. Second and 9 on the 18 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 2 timeouts left for the Tornadoes. You better believe they're going to probably use one here. Leshik back to pass. Looking. Dangerous pass out of the backfield. Looking for Kazette. He had to get rid of it. Good pressure coming there from Oaks. Brayson Sagert. And since it's incomplete, Oaks preserves their timeout. 60 seconds exactly here. On a 3rd and long. Got to think run and punt here. If you don't get the first down, obviously, for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Leshik just 1 of 6 tonight for 10 yards. As the Burros face with a 3rd and long. Two to the right, 2 to the left here. Again, 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 9 on their own 18. And we get a flag. And a delay a game. This penalty as the play clock was winding down. Just cannot have those penalties. Now 2 on this drive after just 1 previously for the whole game. Makes it 3rd and 14. Got to get this ball to the 27 for a first down. Leshik in the gun, back to pass, rolling, and trying to avoid a safety. Cuts up the field and gets up to the 10. So we'll go down as a sack as Klein stopped for a loss of 3. And a timeout is called by Oaks with 51 seconds to go. We'll keep it here. Again, on this Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Brad Richter, Sales Associate Nick Preston, timeout for all of your insurance questions. See Trail County's Agents with Answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. He did say, you know, James, I think you're up in this tower. You can't see it. It's not quite insurance risk yet, but don't do anything crazy up there. Just stick to what you know, stick to your job, and you'll be just fine. You won't have to come see me for any insurance claims. So no insurance claims here tonight. Again, 14-0 on our Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. James Barnes handing out with you here. 51 seconds left in the opening half. Hillsboro-Central Valley with some really positive stuff in this first half, but just a couple plays here, a couple plays there, been the difference. A drive, Oaks really had some good energy, some good juice. Hard not to have good juice when you got the tornado siren to start the game and everybody's running out onto the field. I love that stuff. You'll say Almont trailer, cattle trailer-esque. And then they did nothing for a while. We'll talk about the earlier drives coming up at halftime. Brody Dickoff with the punt. It's blocked straight up into the air. It takes a bounce, and it is fielded by the Tornadoes. There at the 4. Klein with a fumble recovery. Klein's been huge the last couple of times with a fumble recovery and a sack previously. And again, they'll spot the ball at the 4. Plenty of time. 1 timeout, 44 seconds. All kinds of time for the Oaks Tornadoes. The first and goal for Oaks. Try and extend their lead. As the lights come on here at Cummings Field in Oaks. Handoff and going to fall forward a couple of yards. They're on that left side, left hash. Leave. Timeout, Oaks, their last one. Again, going into another Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Brad Richter, sales associate Nick Preston, timeout. Let's see if we can catch a couple of scores here before we go to the halftime break. Region 1 contests. Thompson Central Cass going at it here. And Kindred leading Northern Cass 16-0 early in the second quarter. Central Cass up on Thompson late in the second quarter, 13-0. And the other Region 1 contest, Lisbon and Ellendale Edgeley Cullum. The Broncos need this win badly. They're up 16-14. 3 minutes left to go in the opening half. So some Region 1 score updates here. Harvey Wells County blowing out Grafton 53-8. That game's about to wind down. Shiloh Christian up on Southern McLean 14-0. Park River area leading Turtle Mountain 18-0. DLB blanking Ned Rose 52-0. Velva Garrison, Drake Animus, and Bishop Bryan, the 2-3 matchup, 14-7 Aggies. Lead right now in the Bottineau Rugby clash. Bottineau leads 7-6. Carrington is up on Langdon area Munich as well, 13-7. So that's a big matchup. Carrington trying to pull up a big upset here. Second and goal. Rolls and flipped up into the air for the touchdown. I believe that's Titus again. Chris Titus is second of the game on a 2-yard rush. And so that makes it 20-0 Oaks with the advantage here. I'll go for the extra point. Extra point previously was blocked. 32 seconds left. Burrows still have all 3 timeouts, by the way. And snap, spot, kick is clean this time, but it is no good, just underneath the crossbar. And so 20-0, we'll keep it here, 32 seconds left in this opening half. Chris Titus with a couple of touchdowns on the game from 9 and I believe 2 yards out. And a touchdown as well from Harris, 61 yards. So again, Hillsboro-Central Valley, all 3 timeouts left. Depending upon the return, they could certainly do something with it. Got nothing to lose, right? Season on the line here tonight as far as postseason. 1-5 on the year. Trying to get some positivity going here. Again, it has not all been self-inflicted. That Thompson game was really tough. That was a pivotal turning point in the season for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Lost, I believe, 4 guys after that game. And just couldn't never quite recover. As Oaks on a roll themselves after falling in their first 3, trying to take 3 consecutive, and they love what Lisbon is doing to EEK right now with that 16-14 lead. As we got a squibber, it's hauled in, dropped, and covered up by the hands team and John Matson. So, again, Hillsboro-Central Valley, nothing to lose here. They've got the ball. Ball spotted there at the, again, 42, 43. And so the Burros, their own 43, try to at least get it into a situation where you can maybe lob it up to McRitchie. in the end zone and see if you can come down with something to get some positivity going into the half. Thompson stays in the backfield with Leshik. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Leshik back to pass, and it's incomplete. Good idea, but couldn't quite execute the pass out to Wyatt Johnson. Brings up a 2nd and 10 with 26 seconds left in the opening half. Leshik just has not found his footing tonight through the air. 1 of 6 for 10 yards on the evening. One left, one right here. McRitchie lines up on the line on the left-hand side. I formation, it's an inside handoff. Thompson scampers out, and he's yanked down by the Oaks Tornadoes, led there by Case Awender. Awender, the good tackle. And Hillsboro-Central Valley, they look like they're going to let this clock go down. Ball spotted at the 38, and that's the end of it. Gain of just 5 for Thompson, and that does it for the end of the opening half. On the Golden Harvest Tim Cozette Seed Sales scoreboard, Oaks leads Hillsboro-Central Valley 20-0. We'll be back for halftime stats and analysis on YourLiveEvent.com next.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, well, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben, 701-636-4981. Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Keep yourself healthy as we head back to school and into the autumn season. Hillsboro Drug and Gift is your locally owned full-service pharmacy with prescription and over-the-counter medications, cough and cold medications, and more. And don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club. Hi, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Halftime here on YourLiveEvent.com on the Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl halftime show, halftime reports. You can cover it all: home, auto, farm, business, life insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701 436 5777. Again, inside the Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl broadcast booth, James Martin's hanging out with you here. It's 20-0 Oaks with the lead. 3 touchdowns in the opening half. Give you the storyline of the contest here. Oaks with 6 drives, half of them ending in touchdowns, including the first one. 11 plays, 61 yards. Took about 5 minutes, 16 seconds off the clock. Chris Titus, his first of his 2 rushing touchdowns on the night, 9 yards out. A Patassic 2-point conversion off a fake extra point kick. Made the score 8-0 Oaks. Hillsboro-Central Valley would give it right back to Oaks after a muff snap on a 3-and-out. Oaks would do nothing with it, though. They would go 0 for 4, 0 for 3 through the air, and then they run for 0 for a no touchdown there. Hillsboro-Central Valley would gradually establish momentum off the next couple of drives. They got a first down, then punted, took advantage of an Oaks fumble, and then went 4 first downs all the way from their own 25 to the Oaks 39, but they could not get it any further on a turnover on downs. Very next play, Oaks takes over, 61-yard passing touchdown. Bo Thorpe launches it about 10-20 yards down the field towards Dylan Harris, and then he did the rest, breaking a couple of tackles and scampering away from the Borough defense to the end zone. Extra point blocked, made the score 14-0. Hillsboro-Central Valley punts, and then Bo Thorpe interception. Griffin Mitzel gets the interception for the Burros, but they could do not much with it. Another muffed punt, and a recovery there by Oaks. And that gave the ball back to the Tornadoes. A couple plays later, Titus takes it in from 2 yards out for the score. Extra point low to make the score again at the half, 20-0. Max Klein, by the way, with a sack and that fumble recovery to set up the Tornadoes on the Borough 4-yard line for that 3rd touchdown. Stats here in the opening half for Hillsboro-Central Valley, just 77 yards of total offense, mainly on that drive with the 4 first downs. Ty Leshik 1 for 6 through the air with 10 yards. He's got 2 carries for 3 yards on the ground. Carson Kazette, 8 carries for 18 yards. Ben Thompson, 9 carries for 44 yards. And Griffin Mitzel, a carry for -2. So I should actually, instead of 73, I believe that would make it 70, or 77, I believe that make it 73 yards of total offense. Ben McRitchie, the only catch of the game for the Burros for 10 yards. Bo Thorpe for Oaks, 7-13, 124 yards, touchdown, and a pick. Again, half of that tally came off of 1 play. Really balanced attack on offense for Oaks on the ground. They had 5 ball carriers and 6 receivers, led by Chris Titus, 45 yards, running in 2 touchdowns. As well, Sorum with 33 yards on the ground. Sagert with 5, Patassic with 7, Harris with -3. I'm reading that right. And through the air, again, that 61-yarder for Harris. He's got the lead in receiving yards. Titus with 20. And Patassic with 2. Zane Heyer with 31. And Ditchke catch for 10 as well for Oaks on the offensive side of the ball. Stats and storyline there of the opening half. Take another quick break. We'll be back with some score updates for you on yourliveevent.com.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Central Valley Schools has provided me with so many opportunities. Whether you are in the sports, the arts, or any other activities, there's something for every student to get involved in, and the teachers are pretty cool. I'm Tyson Sumby, a senior at Central Valley High School. My favorite thing about Central Valley High School is the community, because we are well put together. Find your favorites at Hillsboro-Central Valley Schools. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Back inside the Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl broadcast booth on the Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl halftime reports. It's 20-0 Oaks with the lead over Hillsboro-Central Valley. As let's take a look at some score updates. Couple of upsets possibly brewing, especially in Region 1. The Lisbon Broncos trying to get a win. They really need this win to get them back into playoff contention. And they are currently leading LNLHA Column at half 16-14. The Thunder receive votes. Of course, they're basically on the outside looking into the top 5. Having a great season, but Lisbon right now trying to resurrect their season similar to how Oaks did a few weeks back. Other Region 1 scores, Kindred leading big on Northern Cass 29-0. They're on their way to a playoff berth. And Central Cass only up 13-0 on Thompson at half. The Tommies right now on the outside looking in because of their head-to-head loss to Oaks. Tommies hoping they can pick up a win, steal one against Central Cass, and get themselves back into the conversation for a playoff spot. They are in the conversation of a playoff spot, but get them even more into that conversation. One final, Harvey Wells County, big win over Grafton, 53-14. The Hornets will stay in second place right now, though they could move up as Langdon area Munich. I'm getting that wrong all season long. Langdon area Munich is tied with Carrington at the half in Langdon, 13-13. Other Region 2 scores, big rivalry, Bottineau and Rugby. Bottineau leads at Johnson Field in Rugby 7-6 at the end of the first half. Rugby needs that win to really stay alive in postseason contention, especially if Carrington knocks off Langdon area Munich. Other scores, Region 3, Velva Garrison Drake Animus, they already have a playoff berth. They're leading Bishop Ryan 14-7 right now. Other scorers, Park River area leading Turtle Mountain at the half 18-0. Same for Shiloh Christian over Southern McLean, 14-0. Velva Garrison Drake Animus up on Bishop Ryan, 14-7. DLB blanking Ned Rose 52-0. Lakers look cruising to the win. Stanley leading Ray Powers Lake 13-7, and Beulah blanking Hart River right now 7-0. Killdeer doing the same to Hazen 33-0. 9-man scores: West Hope Newburgh Glenburn blowing out South Prairie Max 42-6. South Border blanking New Salem Almont 22-0. Number 5 Central McLean leading Napoleon Gackle Streeter 18-6. Mayport CG leads Enderlin 12-0. As both teams try to stay in the playoff chase. Hankinson leads Maple River 17-12. I believe if Maple River falls in this game, they're out of playoff contention. Cavalier blanking Midway Minto 46-0. Larimore leading Hatton Northwood 22-6. Winner stays alive in playoff contention. The team that falls short their season will come to an end next week. Sargent County leading Tri-State 20-0. It doesn't look like the Bulldogs will make the playoffs this year. Upset alert, Kidder County leads Linton HMB Strasburg-Zeeland 22-8. The Lions, the fourth-ranked team in the state. Trailing right now, Griggs Dakota having a once-in-a-generation season. They're blanking Richland 32-0 at halftime. The Titans already locked up the region title last week, and they're looking to cruise forward. Last year's state champion in 9-man North Prairie getting blown out right now by North Border 32-8 at the start of the third quarter. 11 AA results. West Fargo Horace leads Wahpeton 34-21. That game on YourLiveEvent.com. Number 2 ranked Hawks. Bismarck St. Mary's receive Oates Valley City. St. Mary's ranked number 4. They're tied at 7 apiece. Top ranked Red River blanking Central 30-0. Minot North leading Watford City 21-6. Fifth ranked Devils Lake tied with South 7-7. And third ranked Dickinson trails Jamestown 19-6. And in 11 AAA, number 2 Minot blanking out Williston 38-0. Number 1 Davies leading big over North 41-7. Number 3 Bismarck shutting out Bismarck Century at the half 21-0. Shanley trying to pick up a win 7-6. They lead West Fargo. And Mandan leading number 5 Legacy 14-7. Kickoff for the second half on YourLiveEvent.com is next.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Second half, about to get underway on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin's hanging out with you here. As the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, they will get the ball to start the second half. As Oaks received the first half kickoff, took it 11 plays, 69 yards down the field for a touchdown. Hillsboro-Central Valley would very much like to do the same thing, get back in this contest. Again, the Burros, if they fall short tonight, their hopes of a playoff spot comes to an end officially. Oaks will stay in the top 4 with a win tonight. There's the kickoff from Titus. It's a beauty. Out to Miller. Miller lets it bounce, hoping it will go out of bounds. It's picked up on the onside kick, and that's a touchdown for Oaks. Chris Titus, I believe he kicked it off and then recovered it. And actually Zaid Heyer kicked it off. Titus recovered as Miller was hoping it would go out of bounds, but it did not, and he didn't touch it. And so Oaks touches it, and they get the ball. So an onside kick recovery. I don't think they can advance the ball, otherwise that would have been a touchdown. And so they'll mark the ball here. 1st and 10 at the 21 of Hillsboro-Central Valley. 1st and 10, Thorpe back to pass, rolling, finds green grass, good blocker, cuts up the field towards the end zone. He's still ways away from the end zone, but again, just another rough play. This game is if the Burros fall short here, this game has been lost on like 3 plays. And that will be one of them. As the ball is moved upwards. Hard to see from up here on the platform. Looks like at the 12-yard line. Gain of 9 for Thorpe. First official carry of the game for both Thorpe. Thorpe, handoff, Potasic. And not sure he got it. And looks like he stopped short. 3rd and short. Potasic, no gain there. For the Tornadoes really trying to put a hammer to a nail to a coffin. High formation on a 3rd and 1. Thorpe rolls out to his right towards the end zone. Touchdown, Oaks! In the back of the end zone, right corner. As not sure who that was back there. As and I think that was Titus again. I think Chris Titus got another touchdown. And extra points have been unsuccessful tonight for the Tornadoes. See if they can get one here. Snap, spot, kick is up. It's high, and it is just inside the uprights. 27-0. I believe a 12-point touchdown pass to Chris Titus. And the extra point is good as well. Make the score 27-0 on the Golden Harvest. Tim Kazet seed sales scoreboard early, second half.
Hi, I'm Preston Ettinger with Lux Wealth Advisors in Mayville. At Lux Wealth Advisors, we believe financial planning is about more than numbers. It's about your future. We provide small town service with big company resources.
Hi, my name is Hunter Torgerson at Lux Wealth Advisors. As your neighbors, we understand the unique challenges you face.
Whether you're saving for your child's education, planning for retirement, or starting a business, we're here to help every step of the way.
With personalized strategies tailored just for you, we help turn your financial dreams into achievable goals. Lux Wealth Advisors, your trusted partner for a brighter financial future.
27-0, the Oaks Tornadoes with the big lead over the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. On the Golden Harvest Tim Kazet seed sales scoreboard, Oaks taking advantage of a miscue for the Burros. Live ball. They're hoping it would go out of bounds. They did not touch it. And Oaks recovered and ended up getting to the end zone. Return this time. Out to the middle of the field, about the 25. I believe that's Carson Kazet on the return there for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And it is indeed out to the 25. 10:29 remaining here in this third quarter. Burrows is at least trying to avoid the running clock. Another touchdown, and Oaks will get there. High formation here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And we'll need them on a big comeback to avoid their sixth consecutive setback. Hand off there to, I believe that was Kazet. Potasic on the stop there for the Tornadoes. Up to the 29, gain of 4. Just over 70 yards of offense in the opening half for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Looking at least to put a score on the board, and as Leshik, play action, deep bomb, incomplete. Looking for Wyatt Johnson out on the right-hand side as the Burros move right to left on your screen. White jersey, blue pants, blue numbers, white helmets. Blue Burro on the helmets as well. 3rd and 6 for Hillsboro-Central Valley.
The FCCLA has Italian sodas and snow cones for sale by the light tower.
Temperature's starting to drop here a little bit. Sun is well down now. The sun's starting to set. Hard to believe on this 2024 fall football regular season. Leshik takes the snap up the middle, still scampering around and still moving around with ease. Sliding left and right, and I think he's got the first down. Klein on the stop there for the Tornadoes. And they'll say 4th and short. No, 4th and short. 4th and a short one. Obviously, Hillsboro-Central Valley going for it here after the carry for 6 by Leshik. Handoff inside, and I don't know. He didn't get it. No gain on the play, and Oaks takes over. Oh, wait for it looks like he has enough for the first down, but again, I am definitely not in the best vantage point for that. But just the way the ball is spotted at the 35, it looks like he's got it. They're not going to measure it here, and well, now we got a official changing the balls there. I thought he was going to run out on the field and maybe say, hey, let's measure this a little bit. Turnover on downs there, no gain. And so Oaks gets the ball back. There's a handoff. Sorum, I believe, with a carry. He's up the field with ease. And Sorum indeed with a carry. Under 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They'll spot the ball. Looks to be near the 20 at the 21. A pickup of 14 for Sorum. Sorum, he had 32 yards or so in the first half. As there's the handoff. I believe Sorum again. Scambry towards the end zone. He's up, cut. Picks up the first down. And it is a first down there for Oaks. Move the chains there, spot the ball. Again, the Tornadoes moving left to right in the black jerseys. Looks to be about at the 10. First and goal, Sorum again. And near the goal line. And see how close he got. Be a second and goal either way. Looks like the 3. Or no, not nearly as far as I thought. They're going to mark it at the 7. Inside handoff, Potasic, up cut, but he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Carter Potasic with his first of the night. And it's now, whoop.
Carter Potasic on the carry for apparently a touchdown with no signal.
And they are going to award the touchdown. They didn't put it on the scoreboard yet, and now they do. So Potasic with the score. Extra point, last one was made. Snap, spot, kick is blocked again. 1 for 4 on extra points. So Oaks, if they get to the playoffs, they're not going extra points. That's for sure. On the goal there was Tim Cozette, Seed Sales scoreboard. 7:15 to go in the third. Oaks leads Hillsboro-Central Valley 33-0. Don't let your autumn project list fall to pieces. Make those projects fall into place with the help of Mayport Hardware. Tim, the project pro, and his team will make sure you get not just the right tool or part, they'll also give you the tips and tricks to tackle that list once and for all. Plus, they've got plenty of essentials for fall cleanup and a grill or two for those pregame cookouts. You've always got a lot more going for you at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville. Back for the kickoff here, 33-7, the Oaks Tornadoes on their way to their third straight win to go to 3-3 on the year. And to go to, I believe it'll be 3-2 in region play. Kickoff there, Cozette on a 1-hop, 2-hop. He's able to recover the 19 and try to slip a tackle up the field across the 25. And that's where the Burros will begin. 7:09 remaining here in the opening quarter of the second half, third quarter, otherwise known as. Hillsboro-Central Valley, they have scored a couple of touchdowns in each of their last 2 games. Scored 13 against Central Cass, 14 against EEK. They've only been shut out once this year. That was to the #1 ranked Kindred Vikings. Toss out of the backfield to Cozette. His first catch of the game. Just the first or the second completion tonight for Ty Leshik. As that goes out to near the 30, 29. I'll mark it at the 30. Gain of 5 there for Kazette. Brings up 2nd and 5 there for the Burros. Clock starting to wind down here in the third quarter. Kazette, handoff, up the middle, nice room to run. Wide open spaces there for Kazette. Kazette with another nice carry up across the 40 to the 43, looks like. Make 42, gain of 12. And the longest carry of the night for Carson Kazette. So the Burros with the first down, trying to keep the ball moving here. Leshik back to pass, over the middle, got his man. And after just one completion in the first half, that's 2 on this drive. Out to the 45 as Wyatt Johnson gets his first catch of the game. 45 of Oaks. So a pickup of 13. Back-to-back completions for Ty Leshik. Burrows saying they're not done yet. At least try to get some points on the board. High formation for the Burros. It's handoff up the middle. Out to the left-hand side. Good room to run to the 30, to the 25, out across the 25 here. Great run there by Braden Chenault. His first carry of the game. I'll mark him out of the 23. Pickup of 22, and all of a sudden, Hillsboro-Central Valley's found life. Off Chenault's carry. So it'll be 1st and 10 there for the Burros. Handoff, Chenault will take it up to the 20. So back-to-back carries for Braden Chenault. And he picks up 3 more. That's the first time tonight that Hillsboro-Central Valley has been in the Oaks red zone. At least right on the doorstep. 2nd down and a long 7 here. High formation, Leshik rolling, back to pass, out towards Chenault. He's got the catch and tackled from behind at the 15. Rolling forward to the 14, Braden Chenault. Having a highlight reel drive here. Catch of 6. On this drive, Ty Leshik 3 for 3 for 24 yards. Previously, he was 1 of 7 for 10. So Chenault has gotten the ball in the last 3 possessions, or last 3 plays. Leshik on a quarterback keeper on a 3rd and short. Needed the 13 for a first down, should have it. And he does pick up the first down to the 11. Gain of 3 for Leshik. Hillsboro-Central Valley. Crazier things have happened. 33 is a large mountain to climb, but at least trying to put some points on the board would be nice. High formation here for the Burros. Leshik rolling, pressure coming, and Awender says, not today. Awender with the sack. As the 2nd sack of the game for Oaks. Sends the ball back to the 16, looks like. 2nd and 15. There for the Burros. Clock continues to wind down. Just a couple of minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. As couple of shifting here. Chenault comes in, Thompson comes out, Johnson comes in as well on a 2nd and 16. Leshik in the gun, one right, one left, takes the Riley Richter snap, and we got a timeout called by Hillsboro-Central Valley. 1:53 remaining in the third quarter. Oaks with a big lead, but Hillsboro-Central Valley trying to get on the board on the Golden Harvest Tim Cossette Seed Sales scoreboard.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
Oh, excuse me. Coming out of this Nodak Insurance Company agent Brad Richter, sales associate Nick Preston, timeout. 33-0, the Oaks Tornadoes with the lead over the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, but the Burros trying to get themselves into the end zone here tonight to avoid the shutouts. One mountain to climb, but still got a full quarter at play, and of course, all three of their timeouts. Good drive, started back at their own 25. It's the 9th play of the drive for Hillsboro-Central Valley. High formation there for the Burros. One right, one left. Pressure shown. Leshik rolls to his left. Finds his receiver, Chenault again. Out across the 15 to the 14, a gain of 2. It's a 3rd and long. Chenault with another 2-yard catch. Chenault, 2 catches for 8 yards, 2 carries for 25. Chenault, 33 yards of offense on this drive alone. The entire Burro team in the first half at just over 70. 3rd and long. Leshik back to pass, looking for Miller. It's caught. Touchdown, Burros. Hillsboro-Central Valley gets on the board. Bryce Miller hauls it in from 14 yards out. The Burros will not be shut out tonight. Miller, who had to be kicking himself at the start of the half for letting a ball go straight to Oaks. And they started things out with the touchdown in the second half. Get some redemption. Picking up the touchdown. Brody Dickoff on the extra point. Snap spot. Kick is up. It's true. It's been the cleanest extra point all night. So the Burros will not be shut out tonight. They've got some momentum. They got points on the board. 33-7 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cossette Seed Sales scoreboard late third quarter.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
On the Golden Harvest Tim Cossette Seed Sales scoreboard, 33-7, Oaks with the lead over Hillsboro-Central Valley. Burros again preserve their season being just one shutout to this season against Kindred. And who knows? Down 26, certainly not out of reach entirely. But they're going to have some plays go their way. Miller on the onside kick. This would be one of them. Good hands team there for Oaks to recover. Recovered there by Levi Kelly, the senior. Gets it for the Tornadoes. So they'll grab the ball there and spot it on the left hash mark. on the 44. Late here in the third quarter. So Oaks trying to go on a nice long drive, really ice this one, kill any chance of a comeback for Hillsboro-Central Valley. High formation, Thorpe hands it off, and no gain for Sorum. Lost a yard, maybe. Well, spotted back up at the 43. Loss of a yard. Brings up a 2nd and 11. Sorum's had a nice second half. 5 carries, 17 yards, especially on that short field drive there for the Tornadoes. Should be able to have one more play in the third quarter for Oaks. Snap, pitch, and not much there either. Got back towards the original line of scrimmage and a yard or two more. There'll be third down for Oaks on the other side of the quarter break. This will be spotted at the 46, gain of 3. For Sorum, and that does it again for the third quarter. On the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard, Oaks with the lead over Hillsboro-Central Valley, 33-7.
A few years ago I was teaching. Last year I was running a golf course, and this year I'm running a $1 million punch plasma machine.
You can make top dollar if you utilize your time properly and you're efficient in what you do.
You can't beat the pay. It's 4 days a week, and it's awesome to have a 3-day weekend.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Fourth quarter on the way here. Again, the scoreboard here's a little bit behind. We are tied into the scoreboard here in Oaks. It is the fourth quarter. 33-7 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. This is a 3rd down and 8. "12 minutes left in regulation here as the Burros try to get the ball back with the momentum. And in motion for the Tornadoes. Rush 4 for the Burros. Back to pass. It's incomplete, and Miller could have had the interception. So a 3 and out here for the Tornadoes. And for, I believe, the first time tonight, Oaks will be punting it away. Indeed, the first would be the first punt of the night. For Oaks is standing back to receive. I believe that's Isaac Thompson going back to receive the punt. Thorpe's first pass of the, second pass of the second half. As there's a punt straight up into the air. And doesn't go very far. So all of a sudden, Hillsboro-Central Valley making things interesting here. 11:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Burros will take over on their own 42. After a net punt of just 12 yards. Hillsboro-Central Valley, they got to go quick here. They need 4 scores. 3 touchdowns. A couple of them being 2-point conversions, maybe a field goal as well. There's a pitch. Braden Chenault with some room to run. And he knows if he would have made a different move, he would have had it as he got upended there at the 45. Their own 45 for a gain of 3. Got to go quick here. Chenault again, 3 carries, 11 yards. Only touchdown of the night again to Miller from 14 yards. Leshik back to pass, rolling to his left. We get a penalty marker thrown, and it'll be holding against the Burros. Probably going to be declined as this was a tackle for a loss. By the way, Leshik has completed his last 5 passes.
Holding on the offense, still second down.
And they will accept the penalty. So back to their own 35 on the penalty. It'll be a 2nd down and 17. Kills the momentum a little bit for the Burros. Clock stop at 10:31 remaining here in regulation. Class A Region 1 contest as the regular season starting to wind down. Just 2 weeks left after tonight. Again, with a loss, the Burros, as we have a stoppage here a little bit, as they got to pick up the flag. So the Burros, if they fall tonight, they will be out of playoff contention officially. First team eliminated in Region 1 at least. As we get a whistle and Oaks players moved early. We get a stoppage there from the ump, I believe. We'll see here what the consensus is. We might have had something to do with the play clock. So no harm, no foul. And the Burros get back up there with a 2nd and 17 on their own 35. Got to get to the 48 for a first down. Nearly an offside for Oaks. Chenault carries some Tornadoes with him. Forward progress stopped at about the 41. So nice gain there for Braden Chenault. He's on his way to being the leading rusher at this point. Cross the 40 to the 41. They'll mark him at the 40 for a gain of 5. And for Chenault, 3 carries for 30 yards. The leading rusher was Thompson in the first half with 44. 3 left, 1 right here for the Burros on a 3rd down. And we're going to get, Leshik scrambling, and he's going to go down. He's going to be sacked. Might have been a holding call as well, but official kept the flag in his pocket. There's a sack back to the 35. And so that'll bring up a 4th and long. Well, season, not much to lose here for Hillsboro-Central Valley, but they are going to go into punt formation. As Dickoff will send it back to the Tornadoes. Dickoff, nice snap. Punt is a good one. End over end, and it takes a Burro bounce, rolls, and returned up to midfield, the 45 for Titus. So Oaks gets it back under 9 minutes to go here in the contest. Wind picks up a little bit. Ball spotted at the Hillsboro-Central Valley 43. So the Tornadoes, once again, trying to go on a nice drive. Trying to ice this one here. Oaks would pretty much have to fumble the ball in the first couple of plays and give the ball back to Hillsboro-Central Valley for the Burros to have enough time to score 26 points in less than 9 minutes. Crazier things have happened. But the Tornadoes are inching closer and closer to their 3rd win of the season. On the carry there, that's Matthias Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom, his first carry of the game. Oaks really spreading the ball around here in this second half on the ground. Dahlstrom with a gain of 1. And Oaks just looking back at the play clock, just letting the time wind down. Whole team, or the Burros with 2 timeouts, Oaks with all 3, I do believe. High formation here for the Tornadoes. Pitch. Behind, up the middle, nice cut back there. And looks to be close to a first down. Levi Kelly with the carry. And they will call first down out to the 32. Needed the so a gain of, we'll call it 10. Or we'll call it 9. 9 there for Kelly for the first down. Handoff, 30, 25, and out to about the 22. Close to another first down for Oaks on the carry by Kelly. I think he did get another first down. Kelly, couple of carries, 19 yards as the clock continues to wind down. 7:20 to go here in regulation. Oaks will get to 500 on the season. From the looks of it, Hillsboro-Central Valley will drop to 1-5. Oaks will stay in the top 4 in the region standings. Move to 3-2 in region plays. We get a whistle and we get a false start on Oaks. I believe their first penalty called against them tonight. So that'll move them back to their own 28, or to the Borough 28. Stop the clock there. 6:58 to go. The wind picks up here. We are in fall, despite summer fall holding on a little while longer. The first official day of fall is come and gone, and we are into the month of October. Best month of the year for sports. My humble opinion, of course. High formation for the Tornadoes. Handoff, and nowhere to go for Kelly. Spun down to the 29. For a loss of a yard. Second down. And 16. On their own, on the Borough 29. Another first down for Oaks, and they can take this under 4 minutes. Looking to maybe try to knock out 40. Pressure shown. Good break to the second level by Griffin Mitzel. In the end, it's McRitchie who gets the tackle. And I believe Kelly on the call again for Oaks. It is indeed Kelly. Takes it up to the 28, a gain of a yard. Brings up here 3rd and long. By the way, I believe the backup quarterback for Hillsboro-Central Valley, Austin Cotton, warming up here. We're going to take some snaps here at the end of this one. Thorpe still in there, I do believe, for the Tornadoes. Or no, excuse me, their backup is in. I'll mention him in just a little bit as McRitchie and others get to level for a big stop. On the carry there that time was Dahlstrom, I do believe. Loss of a few. Back to the 32. And that is indeed Dahlstrom. I believe it's Landon Titus out there. Landon Titus, the backup quarterback for Oaks. So Dahlstrom there for a loss of 4. It's 4th and long for the Tornadoes. Watching the clock wind down. Dobitz might call a timeout here. He's got 3 to burn. 5:20. Clock stop right now at 4:40 to go and counting. And Dobitz will call a timeout. 4:38 remaining in this one. 4th and long for the Tornadoes in Borough territory when we come back.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsboro.
Coming out of this, Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Brad Richter, Sales Associate Nick Preston, timeout for all your insurance questions. See Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. 33-7, Oaks with the lead over Hillsboro-Central Valley as we wind down this one. As some other score updates in Region 1. Kindred leading Northern Cass 51-0. The top-ranked Vikings almost certainly will be the top-seeded team out of Region 1. Central Cass leading Thompson 27-14 as we start the fourth. They start the fourth there. And EEK has regained the lead over Lisbon 36-22. 6 minutes to go in the ballgame. So EEK looks like they're going to remain in the top four as well. 2 left, 2 right. Thorpe back to pass. The backup quarterback, Titus, back to pass, and he's sacked. Sack coming out there. Hillsboro-Central Valley's Jack Matson picks up the sack. And with that, Austin Cotton will come out to run the offense for the Burros. Couple of touchdowns in the second half, back-to-back. And then one at the start, obviously. So 3 touchdowns in the first half, all by Oaks. 3 touchdowns in the second half, 2 by Oaks, and 1 by Hillsboro-Central Valley. Burros take over, 4:34 to go in this contest. They're at their own 36, trying to at least go 3 straight games, tacking on 2 touchdowns. Cotton and the JV unit come out. Carson Cassette does stay out there to run the ball, as he takes that one for a gain of about 3. Move that up to the 38. Gain of 2. There for Cassette. And I believe Carson Cazette's night is done. He heads to the sideline. Finishes with 24 yards, I believe. 2nd and 8. Under 4 minutes to go here in this one. The wind picks up once again. Cotton in the gun, takes the snap, rolls to his left, back to pass, chucks it. There, nice grab. Wow, play of the game on offense for Hillsboro-Central Valley out of the left side. Great catch by Elijah Smallbeck. They had a diving one earlier, out to the 45. Pickup of 7, it'll be a 3rd and 1. Smallbeck's first catch of the game, and a 7-yard pass from Cotton. Cotton rolls to his right this time on a 3rd and 1, chucks it down the middle, overthrows his man, Ben McRitchie. Makes it 4th and 1. 3-0. Under 3 minutes to go. They're running the clock now, even though the Burros are within 30. At any rate, it was an incomplete pass. High formation for Cotton on a 4th down. It's a handoff and a 1st down. Chenault out to midfield. And across midfield to the 49. Dahlstrom on the tackle there. Pickup of 6 for Chenault. Braden Chenault, 4 carries for 36 yards, 8 yards away from tying Ben Thompson for the team lead in rushing. Cotton back to pass, and he will be brought down. Good sack there in the backfield. Tornadoes with, I believe, 4 or 5 sacks tonight. Jack Thorpe on the sack. Moves the ball back to the Burros side on their own 48. Couple of minutes left to go here in regulation. 2nd and long, excuse me. Game time taking just about 2 hours. Pretty average game. But the Oaks Tornadoes, they're here to stay. Going to get another big win tonight. Fall start. Going against the Burros. Move the ball back to their own 43. 100 seconds left to play here in this regional contest. Again, EEK getting the lead back over Lisbon. Take a look here at the standings in a little bit, see what these results will do. Cotton back to pass on a 3rd and long, and right over the middle, it's a catch. 2nd and long, excuse me. Austin Cotton slinging it out there right now. Brody Ruggness hauls it in. And Ruggness takes for a 1st down out to the 35 of Oaks. 22 yards on the pass play. And it'll be 1st and 10. Cotton under center, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle, not much to work with there. As the run there for Hunter Kleckner. Kleckner is going to take it a couple. Under a minute to go, take it 2 exactly. And time for a couple more plays here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Cotton, high formation, takes the snap, a pitch back, and cut up for a loss of 2. There by, I believe, Max Bachnes. Bachnes on the carry there for the Burros. And under 20 seconds left. Time for one more play if they want to run it here. They do not have to, but they'll scamper out. They want to run a play. You know it. 8, 7, 6. Cotton will take the snap, back to pass. And he's sacked, and that'll do it for the Knights. The final score, the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Oaks gets the win over Hillsboro-Central Valley, 33-7. We'll take a quick break. We'll have a quick post game, wrap things up from Oaks next on YourLiveEvent.com. The Hillsboro Stars and Stripes program shares a huge thank you to the businesses and individuals that subscribed to the Stars and Stripes project this past year. Your generosity in purchasing nearly 700 subscriptions will help $20,000 go back into the community. Additional thanks go to the many individuals that help put the flags out. This project continues each year, so please like and follow the Hillsboro Stars and Stripes Facebook page for updates on plans for next year.
Here's a message from Tim Cazette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cazette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
You know, parenting is hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsboro for more information.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692. For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
And back inside the Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl broadcast booth. The final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard, 33-7. Oaks with the win over Hillsboro-Central Valley. Take you through the stats and storyline of the contest here. The Tornadoes, they took the ball 11 plays, 69 yards down the field in the first drive of the game. Chris Titus ended up finding the first of his 3 touchdowns, all-purpose touchdowns on the game, 9 yards rush. A Carter Protasek 2-point conversion got the Tornadoes off to a lead. They would never trail this entire game, and they led it from that point on 8-0. They had some miscues, a fumble, and couldn't take advantage of a muff snap from Hillsboro-Central Valley that allowed the Burros to stay in it. The Burros went on a lengthy drive early in the second quarter to give themselves a chance to tie the game, but turned it over on downs as the drive stalled at the 39 of Oaks. Very next play, Oaks took it, 61-yard passing touchdown there from starting quarterback for Oaks, Bo Thorpe, to Dylan Harris, making the score with a missed extra point, 14-0. The Burros would stay in it there on defense. Griffin Mitzel picked up an interception in the first half, but after another muffed punt, another block punt, Max Klein with a fumble recovery, and that led to Chris Titus's second rushing touchdown of the first half, this one from 2 yards out to make the score there at the end of the first half, 20-0. The first drive in the second half, again, the first drive for the Tornadoes resulted in a touchdown, a miscue there from Hillsboro-Central Valley return man Bryce Miller. Watched the ball. He was hoping it would go out of bounds. I see what he was doing. It's a good idea, just didn't quite execute it there. As the ball didn't go out of bounds, it was picked up by the Tornadoes, and they would turn that into another Chris Titus 12-yard receiving touchdown with the extra point good, making the score there a 27-0. Burros would get on the board a little bit later after another Oaks 7-yard rushing touchdown by Carter Protasek, make it 33-0. The Burros would score their only touchdown of the game, 14-yard touchdown catch from Bryce Miller, a little bit of redemption thrown by Ty Leshik to make the score there 33-7. That was the last score of the game. As again, Oaks with the win. They go to 3-3 overall, 3-2 in region play. They'll stay in the top 4 of the region standings. Hillsboro-Central Valley drops their 5th straight. They're now 1-5 on the year, and they are now 0-4 in region play. Or 0-5 in region play. They're 1-6 on the season. 1-6 on the season. Oaks again goes to 3-3. And take a look at the stats here. Stats in the contest for Hillsboro-Central Valley. They were led in rushing by Ben Thompson with, let's see here, 40, and I'm down for 44 yards, all in the first half. Carson Kazette picked up 24. Ty Leshik on the ground had 24. And through the air, Leshik much better in the second half. He's 1 of 6 in the first half for 10 yards. He was 5 of 6 in the second half for 40 yards. Total of 6 of 12 for 50 yards. And a touchdown as well. No picks tonight. Other rushing leaders, Brayden Chenault had a really good second half. 4 carries for 36 yards. Bachnes carry -2, and Kleckner carry for 2 yards as well. Austin Cotton in the second half, 2 for 3 through the air, 29 yards. Rugnes with a catch of 22, and quite sure 7-yard catch as well. Can't quite read my handwriting. You ask anybody at R&J Your Live event, I've got the worst handwriting. So my apologies on that. But a couple of nice throws there from Cotton. Some other rushing performances and receiving performances. McRitchie, a catch for 10. Kazette, a catch for 5. Wyatt Johnson, a catch for 13. Chenault had 3 catches for 11 yards as well. And, of course, the touchdown for Miller. Bo Thorpe for Oaks. He finished the game 8 of 15 for 136 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. And as well, let's see here. Through the air, they were led, really balanced attack. They were led by Harris's 61-yard catch. Zane Heyer, a couple catches for 31. Nitsky, a catch for 10. Pataska, a catch for 2. On the ground, they were led by here Jackson Sorum, I do believe. Sorum had 33 yards in the first half. He finished the game with 53, 45 yards there for Sagert. Chris Titus did a really nice first half on the ground. He picked up, he picked up 33. Sorum picked up 52 on the ground, I believe. Lots of other good runners and receivers there for Oaks. So everybody getting involved, a lot of guys getting involved, but again, from start to finish, Oaks really, from the first drive, they set the tone. They wanted this win. And Hillsboro-Central Valley, a couple of costly miscues in the end was what really hampered them. Final score, 33-7. We'll see if we can catch some interviews and wrap things up here next on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews here on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martins, joined by Pastor Joe Johnson from Hillsboro-Central Valley. And Joe, as we were mentioning before the interview, it really comes down to a couple of plays, a drive stalling when it was very promising, that kickoff return or lack thereof in the second half, just a couple of muffed punts here and there. Your thoughts, your summary on the game tonight?
Yeah, that's true that there were a couple of significant plays, but there were a lot of plays throughout that game that we just need to play better. And and you named a couple of them. Some of them are mental mistakes, and we just can't be making that many mental mistakes. Not any time, but especially not this time in the season. And we know better, and yet those mistakes were made tonight. There were some stretches where we were getting stops. There were stretches, just like you say, a promising drive where we were moving the ball, and then that drive would stall. And same on defense, we'd get stops, and then we'd give up a big play. And we've said it many times, James, that football is a game of blocking and tackling, and we miss blocks and we miss tackles, and you're not going to win football games when you do that.
Couple of bright performances here tonight. Leszek struggled a little bit in the first half through the air. He really found some guys in the second half, especially on that nice drive, and found Braden Chenault and found Miller in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, Braden Chenault came in that second half at fullback and brought a little spark to our offense and started moving the ball. He ran the ball well. He caught the ball well. Played well on defense. Braden played a good game. Tyson, he keeps getting better. He's a developing quarterback, and found Bryce Miller in the end zone. That was a good play to get some points on the board, and made a few other passes, a few that we didn't make connections on. Learning when to run the ball, when to throw the ball away, when to take a shot down the field, when to make the safe pass. He's still learning some of those things. He got some of them right tonight, and like I say, keep trying to get better.
Kind of talked about it briefly in the pregame comments that your team still has energy. Your team still is enjoying practice, and you can see they're enjoying it out on the field, even though the score doesn't go their way. They're hustling to get back to the line. They want to score, and they want to keep the season going.
Yeah, we talk a lot about attitude and effort, but I'll tell you, you're right that we're proud of these guys when they are working hard. Times that we were flat tonight though, and we just can't play football like that. And there's also times that we play with a lot of energy. We certainly want positivity, but this is a competitive game, and I'll tell you, it's no fun to be losing games, and we need to find ways to, we say that it's the difference of a couple of plays or a couple of drives. Well, we just need to make those plays. We need to make those drives. We need to find a way to get stops when we need stops, get first downs when we need first downs. We had a fourth and about 1 foot, and we didn't get it tonight. Those are the moments that we need to make those plays. So, you'll hear a little frustration in my voice because this is varsity football. We come out here to win games, and you're right that we're proud of these guys to keep working hard even when we're down, and thought we came out in the second half in a few stretches and played some better football with some energy, but we need to find ways to play better.
Couple of games left on the season, couple of chances more to try and end the season on a high note. What's the goal for the next couple of weeks?
Oh, the goal is always to win, and so the three marks of success in our program are we becoming better human beings, and this is high school football is still about the education process, and so we never lose sight of that. So that's always the goal at any time in the season. Are we becoming better people, even in these tough losses, tough moments when we make a bad play? And that's part of what I'm getting at is we can't respond by letting the air out of the sails or by playing flat. We need to respond when things don't go well in a positive way and play better and learn from it. And so that's the number one mark of success in our program. That's the goal that we always have at any time in the season, and that continues to be our goal for these next 2 weeks that are ahead of us. The second goal that we have is that we need to keep getting better. There's parts of our game that are getting better better, but man, there's still a lot of room for improvement. So we'll be in that film room on over the weekend and with the team and team meeting on Monday to get regrouped and put together our best football, so that we're playing our best football the last 2 weeks of the season. And then the third goal in our program is always to win games, and so our goal is to win, and we're going to give it everything we've got to do that.
Joe, anything else you want to mention here? I know you guys got to get on the road.
Well, just congratulations to the Oaks Tornadoes, and they did make plays when they needed to, and congratulations to that team. Joe
Johnson, head coach of the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, joining us in our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interview, sharing our heritage and our future locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankIndeed.com. Joe, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you.
And we'll come back and wrap things up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits, including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Again, coming on back one final time, wrapping things up here on YourLiveEvent.com and our audio-only coverage of this one. James Martin's hanging out with you here. Again, we are inside the Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl broadcast booth. He's got all kinds of great insurance products. Of course, the classics, life, health insurance, home, auto, business, farm. Stop by the HC downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. As we continue our wrap-up, let's take you through our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game at Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And tonight, Player of the Game, there's a couple of options I could have gone with, but I'm going to go with Chris Titus tonight. Had 3 touchdowns tonight for the Tornadoes. And it just was everywhere on the field offensively. He was the go-to guy and really helped the Tornadoes get to their 3rd win of the season. Chris Titus is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone. It's how you connect. It's how to connect at halsteadtel.com. Proudly providing internet, phone, cable, TV service to the rural areas and the local communities for the area of the Red River Valley. Post-game connection, didn't quite get this on the stat sheet, but Oaks came around with 4 or 5 sacks tonight. They really got connected in the backfield, and they even met each other a couple times at the quarterback. That old-fashioned cliche phrase, let's meet at the quarterback. They did that tonight to put the pressure on the Burros to help us stifle any chance of a comeback tonight for Hillsboro-Central Valley. That's our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Just a few more news and notes here to kind of wrap things up. Let's take a look at the postseason and how the scores tonight, especially in Class A, affect that. Get you some score updates here before we close down for the night. 11-man A, again, Region 1, the big game. EEK holds on over Lisbon 36-22, so the Thunder will stay at 4-1 in region play, as will Central Cass. Central Cass with a 43-14 lead over Thompson. They're going to end up taking the win there in Castleton, so they will go to 4-1. Oaks will go to 3-2. Thompson drops to 2-3. Lisbon drops to 1-4. Northern Cass to 1-4, and Hillsboro-Central Valley is eliminated from postseason contention at 0-5. With 2 weeks to go now, it's pretty simple for all the teams in the top 4. You win next week, you're on to the playoffs. It's easy as that. Of course, there are some matchups next week that will pit teams against each other, but Kindred is automatically in. They are in the postseason. They clinched that berth with a big win. Let's get to the score update on that. The big win tonight over Northern Cass. Again, by a final score of 51-0. Kindred, again, is off to the postseason. And as well, EEK, again, EEK with 36-22 win. The other matchup was, again, Central Cass Thompson. So, yeah. So, as we take a look at the matchups there for next Friday, October 11th, Lisbon, Hillsboro-Central Valley, And Thompson Kindred and Central Cass Oaks and EEK Northern Cass. So the big one is the Central Cass Oaks. That's the big game. EEK and Kindred, they win those games. If EEK wins next week, they're off to the playoffs. The winner of Central Cass and Oaks is off to the playoffs. The team that falls short could still get into the playoffs next week with a loss, but depending on how results go. But right now, Kindred, EEK, Central Cass, and Oaks, those look to be your 4 teams. Thompson has the best chance left as Lisbon right now. As we look here, Lisbon is now 1-4. Oaks is at 3-2, so they're down by 2 games. And since Lisbon lost to Oaks head-to-head, I believe that means Lisbon is eliminated from playoff contention, as is Northern Cass. All 3 of those teams are eliminated. Northern Cass is at 1-4. Northern Cass is not eliminated because they have a head-to-head over Oaks. So Northern Cass still in it, but Lisbon is out. Hillsboro-Central Valley is out. Those 2 teams are eliminated from playoff contention. Northern Cass clinging to a hope that Oaks loses one of their last 2 games, or both of their last games, and Northern Cass wins out. That's their hope. And Thompson, again, still alive. Since they lost to Oaks head-to-head, they would need to win out, I believe, and have Oaks lose out, or lose one of the final 2, and they would get in. Big upset, though, by the way, in Region 2. Langdon area Munich goes down. Carrington picks up a huge win tonight. That game in Langdon as well, a final score of 27-19. Carrington picks up the win over Langdon area Munich. So congratulations to Carrington on the big upset here tonight. Again, a big win. Langdon's first regional loss of the season. Harvey Wells County moves now into a tie for first place with Langdon. The Hornets with a win over Grafton, 53-14. The other games in Region 2, Park River area over Turtle Mountain, 32-0. And Botno beats Rugby, 19-6. So Rugby drops to 2-3. Botno goes to 3-2. Carrington goes to 3-2. Harvey Wells County and Langdon area Munich at 4-1. It's going to be a great finish in Region 2. Other A scores real quick before we go. Shiloh blanks Southern McLean, 32-0. And Velva Garrison Drake Animal's biggest game of the week, 52-14. Bishop Ryan gets pummeled there by Velva Garrison Drake Animal. Steel B over Nedro 60-6 as well. And Hart River leading Beulah 24-7. Roy Powers Lake over Stanley 33-13. And Killdeer beats Hazen 33-8. We'll save the rest of the scores there for another time. Lots more coverage on the KRJB Coaches Corner tomorrow. You can go back and listen to this game and watch the others on yourliveevent.com. That'll wrap things up here for me. It's getting cold out in Oaks, and it's a long drive back home. So on the Golden Harvest, Tim Cazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. The final score, Oaks 33, Hillsboro-Central Valley 7. From all of us here at yourliveevent.com, James Martins saying, football Friday night fans, show some pride.